At the center of Munich, Germany's town square sits the world's most famous tavern, Hofbrauhaus, the royal brewery created in September 27, 1589 by Duke Wilhelm V. Trademarked with the crown and the letters HMB since 1879, Hofbrauhaus is also known to be the birthplace of brewery and gastronomy. The Royal Brewery was created during a time when the beer brewing industry was going through immense changes. You see, the practice of beer brewing was not always super clean. All sorts of ingredients were used to make beer, and some of these ingredients were downright harmful. Let's just say it wasn't shocking if someone dies after drinking some beer during the day. Now, Munich, Germany is known for its beer, even in the 16th century. Some would even call it the beer capital of the world. So we can't be having people dying here. So to preserve the Bavarian beer's reputation, Duke Wilhelm IV, leader of Germany at the time, issued the first food law known to the world, the Bavarian Beer Purity Law. He instructed that beer should only be made out of natural ingredients, such as barley, hops, and water. So where does Hofbrauhaus fit into all this? It's a simple story, really. You see, the royal court did not like the beer being brewed around the area, so when you are part of royalty, what would one do? Well, you create your own personal beer brewing hall, of course. And that's exactly what Duke Wilhelm V did in 1589. He created Hofbrauhaus, a beer hall for the royal family and court. In 1607, the new ruler of Bavaria built a second Hofbrauhaus. This time, the focus was on white beer, which is beer made out of wheat rather than barley. And why did he do this? Well, he just didn't like the taste of beer made out of barley. He even went as far as forbidding other private breweries in using the ingredient wheat. Royalty, right? And in 1828, King Ludwig I declared the beer hall to be open to the public. So fast forward to today, Hofbrauhaus is a bit larger just to accommodate more guests, and it was moved a few paces from its original location. However, it hasn't changed much since the 15th century. It is also no longer the property of the royal family, but to the Bavarian state government. So walking into Hofbrauhaus is like walking into this giant medieval tavern. Its round decorated archways adorn the ceilings with giant windows shining light onto these large sturdy wooden benches and tables with genuine Bavarian music playing among the dozens upon dozens of chattering groups of people. It's really a sight to behold. You can pick any table that is not already reserved by regular groups, and these reserved tables are actually known as regular tables. Hofbrauhaus has more than 200 reserved tables with more than 100 active groups, and the oldest regulars table has been reserved for over 70 years now. Now these groups also have personal mugs that the beer hall would store for them. So you can actually see these hanging in their spots as you walk around the main beer hall. The shelves of the heavy liter glass mugs are actually a pretty impressive sight. They just look like amazing decorations. Starting with the original that embodies the specialty of Munich as the beer-making capital of the world. It is described as a refreshing drink with bitter flavors. Then we have the Hofbräu Dunkel, the dark beer, that started it all before light beer was a thing. This is described as spicy and in the traditional Munich style. Hofbräuweisse was once brewed for the privilege. Now it's available in all sorts of styles. It is said to be a yeasty, savory, fizzy sensation. And we can't forget about the beer for Oktoberfest, Hofbräu Oktoberfest beer. It is only brewed for this occasion, and it has a rich, full-bodied, bitter taste. I didn't order any of these because, to be honest, you guys, I don't really like the taste of beer, so this is what I can handle. And for beer, we're getting the Radler, which is a mixture of lemonade and beer. Look at the size of this, you guys. I know a lot of people say the same thing, but the minute you actually hold this in your hand, it is, oh, okay, it's really, really heavy. I can't even lift it up. Oh my god, it's so heavy. Wow, so apparently you pay a deposit for this mug, and if you don't return the mug, you don't get the deposit back, but you get to keep this ginormous mug as a souvenir. Okay, to be honest, Karen and I are sharing because we just can't finish a liter all to ourselves. We're two tiny little Asian women, so yeah, that's just too much. Okay, cheers! Now let's switch over to the food portion. But first, let's appreciate how beautiful their menu look. They do have two versions, English and German, and there is only one traditional dish I want to try that day. So here's the dish that I will be getting. It's the Schweins and Haxen. So here it is, you guys.
It smells so good.
This is, oh, okay, the plate is hot. The waiter did warn me, wasn't expecting it, but this is the crispy pork knuckle. And why doesn't it focus? So you can see the deliciousness. There you go. Look how beautiful that is. Schweinehaxen is also known as the pork knuckle. It is slow roasted, wrapped in a salty, crisp skin, usually served with a potato dumpling and gravy. So I'm first gonna try this potato dumpling, and it's, wow, it's gooey. See that? Gravy. To be honest, guys, I'm not a fan of that. It's like a rice kind of sticky pudding. It's weird. But let's try the pork. Alright, so the skin is super, super crispy. But then the meat is, it doesn't fall off the bone as I was hoping it to. But let's cut a piece. A little bit salty, but overall it's pretty good. I really like the texture. It's super juicy on the inside, which I really, really like. They didn't over flavor the meat, which is great. The pork is really, really good. The little dumpling, don't like it too much, but the pork is There is one thing I do regret not doing more of when I was there, and that is to explore the beer hall thoroughly. There was just so much to see, as you can see according to this picture on their menu, and let's just say I missed more than half of the stuff.